What's up, lunatics? I'm doing a get ready with me today for St. Patrick's Day. And the reason I'm doing this is because I did have another video in mind, and I will get into that in a second. So, for right now, this is what I'm wearing, just a black t-shirt. But we're gonna go with, it has to be green. So we're gonna go with either this or this. I'm wearing brown pants, so I'm either gonna have my like shaggy mode, you know, just a yassified version. Now, the reason I'm torn between the two is because these earrings match the color more with the more plain one. However, the other one has a brown rim on the inside of it, and I wanted to wear this brown. It looks black in the camera, but it's brown. That I just got. So I'm kind of torn. And then I also wanted to use this like decal set. I believe my grandma got it for me, and I've never actually used one of these before, at least not that I remember. So I told her I'd use it. So that's where I'm at right now. Trying to think. I think with the shades that I'm going with, it would make more sense to go with the plain one because these are still, even with the decals, are like a deeper green. So I think I'm gonna do that. So I'll be back in just a second. Now that that's decided, let's get into what I wanted to talk about today was my lack of an uploading schedule. To be honest, that was not my intention. I did have a video in the making. I spent an entire day editing it. Let me start getting ready. I spent an entire day editing it. Now, I like recording. However, I don't like editing as much. Which, is fine. However, it takes me longer, and I was especially working with a new editing software, which I've never used before, so it was taking me a bit longer than it usually would have, because normally for most people it takes about a couple hours or so. Now, the one that I use when I'm recording like this on my phone is UCut. I'm not sponsored, by the way. Is UCut, which it doesn't have a watermark, but it's also free, which works for me because I don't make money from doing this. This is just, as of right now, a thing that I do for fun. So I don't really want to pay a ton of money a month or yearly. I'm sure it's not a ton of money to pay for an editing service. It's just not something that I want to do. However, I wasn't doing a video on my phone. I was recording a video game. It was Death and Taxes, which was a gift from my friend, so I figured for one of my first gaming videos it'd be a good start. If you're wondering, you're not putting on foundation or priming or doing any of that, I don't usually do that just because it makes my skin break out, which, could be stopped by doing other things, but I don't, sometimes you just don't feel like it. And sometimes I just don't feel like doing a lot of things, like priming or using foundation or putting something on my eye to make the makeup stick better, which, you know, is stupid, but, you know, it is what it is. Right, back to what I was talking about. I was looking for an editing software that was like YouCut that, you know, didn't have a watermark but was also free. Turns out, either I can't find it or I'm bad at looking, which, you know, could also be another thing. Because despite my youth, I suck at using technology sometimes. Which, if you're trying to be a YouTuber and start editing and stuff, and I know I did mention that I had an editor now. Yeah, that fell through. Wasn't a fault of my own or my editor's. He just didn't want to do it anymore, which was fine. Even though he actually never edited any of my videos that went out. He was supposed to edit the recent one, and then he backed out because he also has a job, as do I, which is why another reason I don't upload frequently is because we both have full-time jobs. Well, not necessarily full-time, but very taxing ones. If you're also wondering why I'm using my finger, I just like the way it blends better sometimes. Because I don't actually have beauty sponges or, yeah, blending sponges. Which, if you're coming to me for makeup advice or looking for a tutorial, this is not the place. Because I suck and I just do whatever I want, which, you know, is makeup within itself. You're supposed to be creative with it, and, you know, there's not really a set of rules to follow, which is why I like doing it. However, it just gets to be a pain when people see me do it and they ask why I don't follow certain steps, or, you know. Right, but I found an editing software that I thought didn't have the watermark and was free, so I spent it's a Wondershare Demo Creator. Not a bad app. I'm just so mad that I don't want to use it anymore because I thought that it was free and didn't have a watermark. However, at the end, I spent my entire day off editing this video, and come to find out, it slaps a watermark on at the end when you're trying to upload the video, which wasn't cool to find out at the end of a long day of editing. So I was pretty mad. So I didn't finish it. Well, I did finish it. I just, you know, didn't find out. And once I pulled myself together, I was like, okay, how about this? We just take the raw footage and we move it in, we find another app, we move it there. And that's gonna be where I'm gonna have to restart, which I wasn't fine with, but it is what it is. Yeah, I couldn't take the raw footage because I'd used this app to do a face camera as long as a recording of the game. And because I had used this app, I had to take it from the app instead of just like my camera roll or something and upload it. However, with it, you can't take the raw footage unless it's under 15 minutes without the watermark. So just to take the raw footage, I had to pay for it. So that means I have to scrap the entire video. I can't get it from the app, and either restart or just do a whole nother video, which is what I'm doing right now. So that was not cool, which I can deal with. I guess I just won't do that. I won't use that video, which Kind of sucks because I did want my friend to see me playing the game that he bought for me, and it's just not gonna happen. But I'm gonna keep looking for an app that I can use, and we'll go from there. But as of right now, I haven't been able to find any. I did change my browser because I'm thinking, because I used my Microsoft Edge, which I know is bad, and it sucks, and everybody makes fun of it. It's just the default browser that I was using. So I changed it to Chrome, and I'm going to look for it that way. But I do have to find another game to play. Or restart Death and Taxes, which I don't really want to do. Because it took me like an hour. The raw footage was about an hour, which is one of the reasons it's just not taking. So, you know. I just recently got Lethal Company because there's a sale going on right now. And my friend wants to play with me. However, I don't know if she'd want to do it with me while I'm recording. So, and I know it's double scary when you're not with a group. And here's the thing about me. If you ever went to go look at my old YouTube channel that I shared with my twin, you'd know I cannot for the life of me play scary games. Why? Because I would severely hurt myself if I got jump scared. In the video that was up, there was a jump scare. We were playing the demo version of Five Nights at Freddy's 3 just because we couldn't afford the regular version. Which, you know, whatever. So, my brother was playing it, and he got jump scared. He was the one playing. I was just sitting next to him as, I guess, moral support. And I fell out of my chair, and fell onto the floor, knocking over the camera.
First, we'll discuss how to operate the mascots when they are in animatronic form. For ease of operation, the animatronics are set to turn and walk in a
And then the video ended, and I couldn't get back onto that account, which is why that channel's still up in the first place. So it just looks like I had a mental breakdown after the jump scare and just started crying, and that's why the video ended. Not what happened. I just can't explain that on that channel because I lost the password. Which, is another testament to, you know, me sucking at technology. And it's because I tried signing into it on another device, and it just signed me out of both devices, and I couldn't get back into either one of them. Which was also frustrating because now that I'm older, I don't want those videos to be up anymore, really. Because I was, I believe, very young when those came out. And, you know, that's just not the image that I want. But it's fine, it's whatever. I'm not gonna tell you the name, you can just go find it yourself if you want to go see that, but whatever. Yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. And, like, you know, if you've ever had a full-time or mostly full-time job, you can get burnt out pretty fast, which is also where I'm at right now, because you come home, you don't want to do anything, you just want to lay in bed and, like, shower, eat, go to bed, and then you do the same thing over the next day, which is another reason I don't upload as frequently as I'd like to. But I do want to change that because I do genuinely enjoy recording, and I also find it as a way for me to like start trying new things, playing new games. No, that's totally symmetrical. What are you talking about? But it was a way for me to discover new games and get back into gaming because it was another thing that I quit doing after a while as I got older. I guess because I got older and a lot of people stopped doing that. Um that's as symmetrical as I'm gonna get at, whatever. So that's another thing, but if I can't find an app that won't allow me to upload and like edit freely without smacking a gigantic watermark directly over the middle of the video, I don't know what I'm gonna do about that, to be honest. So, we'll see. If not, I'm sure I could manage paying for one that I can find that's cheap. I'd just rather not do that. But if this is really what I want to do, then I gotta make the sacrifice, I suppose. They really weren't that expensive. It's just hard. And then when I did think about buying it just so that I could upload that video, I realized that while I was away, I did save the editing. I did. But while I was away, it jumbled it up so everything was kind of off. Like the audio wasn't fitting. The clips that I had cut were just wrong. I don't really know how to explain it, to be honest. It was just bad. Which is also frustrating because I really would have paid for the app if it didn't mess with the editing of the video that I had already done. So even if I did pay, I couldn't have fixed it anyway. Like, I couldn't have uploaded it that way. So I don't really know if I do end up deciding to pay for an app. I don't know that I would pay for that one. Just a little PSA for anybody starting a YouTube channel. Wondershare demo creator, maybe not the way to go. Just a hint. Oh, I forgot to put on blush. That's fine. We'll just do it over the thing. This is a totally professional video, you guys. This is not me being an amateur beauty guru. That's not really the content that I am aiming for, but it's what I do in my free time, so I figured I'd share with all of you. And yes, I put a ton of blush and shimmer on my nose, and I've been judged for it once before, and I will not let you guys bully me. Please and thank you. But now, like, I'm thinking about different videos to do. I could do more of these, like get ready with me's. It seems kind of fun. And it was kind of nice just kind of talking to the camera while I'm getting ready. Normally I just be listening to music while I'm getting ready, which is, But I could also find a new game, try new editing software again. Or I could figure out how to get UCut on my computer since that's the one I'm used to using. It just wouldn't let me download it. It just wouldn't let me download it. Which, fair enough. I was on a whack-ass browser and I'll fix it. I'll figure it out. Or, if one of you guys wants to start editing my video, I'm all for it. I also started trying to get back into writing music again. I never did that on this channel, but just like something to know about me. I do write songs. I just can't play instruments. It's just not something that I ever learned how to do. I would like to. However, when I did try learning how to play the guitar. If you ever see how small my hand, you've never seen me in person, unless you know me personally. But These are small as hell, and my guitar it's over there, but I can't wrap it around the neck of the guitar, which has always been a problem. I have a ukulele, I just don't know how to play it. That one's a fault of my own, to be honest. I'm just lazy on that front, and I really do want to learn how to play the guitar. The ukulele isn't necessarily the sound that I want to for this song that I just recently wrote. Oh yeah. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Oh my god. Hey, look, it's purple. This isn't necessary. This is not what I completely thought this was a different one. And this is why I am not a beauty guru, because I can't see colors. I'm not colorblind. I just suck. So now I have to find my brown one. I don't know where it went. I thought that was it, but I looked at the bottom and it's just a really dark purple. Which, you know. Cool. Yeah. So I'll be back in a second. I'll go find that. It was sitting right behind me. That's fine. I'm a professional. As I've said multiple times throughout this video, you don't have to say anything. I know exactly what I'm doing at all times. And I've never been wrong in my life. Yeah, so I did, however, recently buy Lethal Company. I think I said that already. But I've also been looking into other games that are single player. And now that I'm working more hours at my actual job, I'm hoping that I can start affording different games. And I have more of a variety to show you guys. I chose brown because it matches my pants, but I also don't have lip liners, which I think might be important. I just don't care until I do, and then I think, wow, this looks like crap. Why didn't I get a lip liner? It's because I didn't think that it was important back then, and then in a few days' time, I won't think it's important then either. And if you're getting mad at me thinking, wow, you suck and get a lip liner, no thank you. Because I think it's gonna look the same, and I know that it's probably not, and I'm also stupid, but you know. You know what? I do have, however, this thing, which it's an old Ben Nye thing from back when I was in middle school theater class, which I managed to keep with me and not lose, which is cool. But, it looks untrustworthy, but I'm gonna trust it because I've had it for so long. And I'm sure that's a reason not to trust it, but I don't think that I care. Because I'm not in the market for a bunch of new makeup. Probably shouldn't have put on the Vaseline because it makes it shimmery and then it doesn't go on the way that I want it to. But I also, again, am stupid and also don't care. It's not horrible. It's not horrendous. Tell me if it's horrendous. Don't tell me if it's... I don't know. Yeah. Don't tell me. The thing is, I have pretty odd shaped lips. I don't know if you've noticed. Well, I wouldn't say odd, but I would say odd. Where this isn't necessarily a curve like that. It kind of goes in and then out again. Like, I don't know really what to compare that to, but that's what it is. So lipsticks have a hard time looking normal. on my mouth, which is a struggle when you actually like playing with the colors of lipsticks. Which is why I really usually go with lip gloss, because it does not look as abnormal. But we're just gonna go along with it, because why the fuck not? And if you're thinking this looks stupid, remember I can't show you sitting though, but I have brown pants, and it cancels out, and well, it makes it look normal, I think, or it doesn't, and I'm being stupid, which is it possible. And if you're wondering what I'm getting ready for, I already said St. Patrick's Day, and yeah, that's true. It is St. Patrick's Day, and I was in fact invited to a party. I elected not to go. So what am I getting ready for? You guys, I guess. Also nothing. Because, you know, I'm the smartest person I've ever known. But I will have fun taking all of this off later. I'm sure it'll be very satisfying, actually, the little decals. But, you know, oh yeah, I was wearing earrings. I forgot about that. Yeah. So that's been my journey so far. I've also been looking into getting a better video camera, or a video camera. I don't have one, which is why this is my video quality, which I'm sure isn't the worst thing you've ever seen, but also not the best. But at the same time, I'm gonna have to learn how to use it, as I've been trying to do with a bunch of editing softwares recently, because I have been looking and trying different ones, and it's not going the way that I want it to. So, you know, we ball, I guess. If you do, however, have tips on anything that I've been complaining about this entire video, like editing, different softwares to use, or you somehow know a producer that puts musics to songs if you don't know how to use instruments but you know how to sing, that would be cool, but also unrealistic. So I'm not genuinely gonna ask that of you guys, but if you know somebody, hit me up, I guess. I don't have an Instagram or Discord, or, well, I do have a Discord, but I'm not sharing that. But so if you do want to reach out to me, the comments is the only way you're gonna achieve that. And if you're wondering where half of my background went, or you're not because you can't see it behind my hair, I knocked it over on accident. Because again, we're professionals here. So, looks like I'm all done, and that was my get ready with me. Thank you for watching this really professional video and listening to me rant about why I haven't been uploading, which, again, I am trying. I did do an entire video before this one that was not released, and I was going to make a community post about it, but I figured I'd just mention it here, and also having another excuse to film. So, alright, bye lunatics, see ya, hope you have a good day.